Hello everyone, I'm Gabriel from Magic Tennis Coaching, together my mentor Slezy, and today we are trying to answer a question regarding which grip we should use when we are beginners. So which grips you should use when you start playing tennis. To be honest, it was a little bit of debate between myself and Slezy before the video. Because Sleazy is tending to go more towards older style grips, and myself, I'm a bigger fan of using quite at early stage in your development the modern forehand and backhand grips. Anyway, to answer properly the question, I think it depends. The answer is depends, and I agree that if you have very young kids, let's say 4 to 6 years old, or even a little older, but kids who never played tennis before and they got limited playing abilities, I recommend you to use the same grip. Right hand, it's in the same grip for forehand and backhand, so it looks like this. So it's more like, I'm calling this a handshake grip. For all my students, they like to call it this way instead of saying, oh, this is Continental grip and all these fancy names for grips. So use this for forehand grip, and when they need to do backhand, the left hand is just joining. By the way, I'm talking now for right-handers, so left-handers just think in a mirror. So the left hand is just joining the other one from a side, so you got now the two-handed backhand grip. I think I said in some other video, I don't recommend any small kid to start with one-handed backhand, so I'm not talking about one-handed backhand for very beginner kids. Now, if you have a little older kids, let's say over 6, or and adults, I really recommend you to push these modern forehand grips. I'm talking about semi-western, which you just look like this. Semi-western forehand grip for forehand. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner, 7 years old beginner, or you're 70 years old beginner. I would like you to start with this grip, and for backhand, if you are one-hander, I would like you to change the grip to Eastern backhand grip. If you are one-hander, actually your hand is here, so change for Eastern backhand grip. And if you are two-handed backhand player, please make sure you change the grip for forehand, from this position to turning this way, so you have your two-handed backhand grip. I know some other coaches and even Sleazy consider that everyone should start with a handshake grip, with one grip doing everything, which is not a bad idea, or was not a bad idea at least 30 years ago. But it's nothing wrong to start this way. The only problem is when the coach who start progression with the students, they keep the students for too long in this grip. If you start with this grip and do it for 6 months, or depends of how much tennis the kid is doing that 6 months, but once he start playing just a little bit of tennis and he can follow the ball, please change to modern grips. As I said, the problem is when some coaches or some people, they forget to migrate to the modern grips for years, and they were limiting their abilities to progress, and they pretty much they go up and they just get stuck at a certain level and they don't understand why. Then after years, if you want to change to these modern grips, so often it's much more complicated to change after you use the old grip for so long. So that's why I recommend you to start from the beginning with this grip, unless you are very small kid, barely can follow the ball. It's even interesting, the kids can be puzzled if you have the same kid when he was very beginner and you are coaching him for a few years. It's even funny to say in a year one, oh, this is your forehand, this is your forehand, and this is your backhand. Oops. That was funny. Sorry, Slezzy, that was just an accident. I still love you. Let's see what's next. And then after a year or two to tell him, oh, wait a second, actually this is different tennis now, I taught you different tennis now, you are more intermediate player, so now you change grip, you do this. The problem is with changing grips, you'll not fix a new stroke straight away. The whole biomechanics is changing, so the whole bodies have to move totally differently if you change a little bit your grip. So you cannot say what you accumulated before with the older grip, you just put on top the new grip and a new style and you're fine, you just continue from where you stop. Is not really like that. You become again a beginner, but with the modern grips. The only thing which you can keep from older style is just your capability to follow very easy the ball, to have a solid contact with the ball, and maybe some strategies which you developed when you play tennis. But really all the other skills you have to learn them from the beginning. So sooner you change to modern grips, or ideally start from the beginning, even you're struggling a little with modern grips, is better. I hope our video is bringing some value to your tennis, and if you liked our video, please push the subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell in the right so you don't miss any new videos. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.